To a closely run presidential race in Poland now. Today is the final day of campaigning ahead of Sunday's second round runoff vote. Polls must decide between Conservative incumbent Andrej Duda and his centrist challenger Rafal Trzaskowski, who's currently the mayor of Warsaw. The two men are neck and neck in the very latest polls. Well, for more, I'm joined by our chief foreign editor, Robert Parsons. And Rob, the latest polls suggest it is still far too close to call.
Yeah, I mean, really very, very close indeed. One poll saying 47 to 46 in favour of Trzaskowski, who's the opposition candidate, came onto the scene very late in this presidential election, picked by Civic Platform very late in the day. But he's been doing exceptionally well. An aggregate of polls suggest he could get 50.3 to 49.7. Again, you know, so close as to be almost impossible to split them apart. It has been a very rough campaign, has to be said, with Trzaskowski really pushing to try and capture the middle ground in this election. He won just 30% in the first round to Duda's 43%. But that still left a pretty sizable chunk of the electorate to be fought over. The problem, I think, for Trzaskowski is that the 27% or so of the electorate that is to be fought over is split ideologically. So he's campaigning for votes on both the left and the right, and that's creating a bit of a problem for him. That said, however, he does seem to be doing pretty well, despite the fact that the Law and Justice Party of President Duda has been fighting a very dirty battle and pretty much has control over public television.
Tell us a bit about the two men and how they offer very different visions for Poland.
Well, I mean, really completely different visions. You know, Andrej Duda from the Law and Justice Party is, you know, the nightmare of Brussels. The European Union, no doubt about it, will be much happier if Rafał Trzaskowski were to win this election. Duda and his Law and Justice Party have been fighting the European Union across a whole range of issues, like law and order, the role of the media, most recently on LGBT rights. You know, they're against same-sex marriage, they're against children being adopted by same-sex parents, things that Trzaskowski has fought on behalf of. So in a way, I think they see in Trzaskowski somebody who represents what the European Union stands for. You know, separation of powers in particular, a much more even-handed approach to the appointment of judges also. The Law and Justice Party has challenged an awful lot of standard ground in that respect. So, you know, there's no doubt that there is a gulf between the two. If the European Union were to have a choice on it, there's no question but that they would go for Trzaskowski, although they've been staying out of this campaign, obviously. But it really is an election of stark choices.
All right, Rob, thank you very much indeed. Rob Parsons there. Now to